What is good, y'all? I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Come on in here, y'all. Let's chop it up. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Now, I'm not even finna hold y'all or sit here and act like I really know the whole breakdown of a tariff situation. I just know a lot of people are panicking because they're like, oh, the prices are gonna raise, this is gonna raise, that and the other. Let's be for real and let's just really be serious. I need everybody to take a chill pill. I need everybody to take a breathing pill. Because here's the thing. Prices are increased right now, y'all. We've been dealing with inflation right now. We've been dealing with high prices and stuff. So we had to adjust. So let's just calm down. Let the president and his team do what they do best. First of all, let's let Trump be the businessman he is and the president of the United States, because we, the people, voted him there because we trust that they're going to do exactly what they're going to do. Now, here's the thing. Yes, things may rise for the time being, but don't think by far Trump and his team don't know what they're doing. It's eventually going to smooth itself out in the long run. So catch your breath, y'all. We've already adjusted to the high prices, so let's just go ahead and deal with it. We're still dealing with it right now. So until things smooth itself out, we're going to be good. Now, with that being said, y'all, we finna dive into the video in a minute. I just wanted to kind of get y'all on, well, if you're learning with me, how it actually works, and then, like how it will help us in the long run. So, current tariff situation as early as 2025. The new tariffs report in the post on X indicate new tariffs, and I asked AI to help me out, y'all, because again, I'm new to this. I ain't gonna act like I know how this works. So if you like me, we learn it together. All right. Proposed or implemented, including a 25% tariff on goods from both Canada and Mexico, effective February 1st, 2025, a 10% tariff on Chinese imports, which lower compared to previous threats of up to 60%. These actions have led to regulatory tariffs from Canada and Mexico, signaling the beginning of a formal trade war. Because as you know, Claudia and what's his name, Justin, they didn't collab together like, oh, he want to hit us with this, we finna hit him with ours. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. That happens. But eventually it's going to smooth itself out. All right? So these actors said, okay, so boom. Involving major North American economies and China. Now, the conclusion of this, y'all, the tariff situation as early as 2025 reflects on the Constitution of protectionist policies with significant implications for international trades, domestic economies, and global economic stability. So eventually, we're going to get there. Okay, guys? The United States is navigating to delicate balance between protecting local industries and maintaining healthy international trade relationships with ongoing developments like influence of global economic dynamics for the foreseeable future. Meaning, it's a little bumpy right now because you got a lot of people want power and, oh, I don't care if you President Trump, oh, whatever, okay? Eventually, it's going to work itself out. Y'all know Trump. He's a businessman first and president now. So we trust him. We got him in there to do exactly what he's been doing. He hasn't proved any of us wrong yet. So let's continue to enjoy this ride. Now, for those of you who don't know, Trump had a conversation by phone with Claudia. By the looks of it and when he posted on Truth Social, everything seemed smooth after that conversation. Okay? So, because he posted on X and his words exactly on X was, in our conversation, just had a wonderful conversation with the new president of Mexico, Claudia. She has agreed to stop migration through Mexico and into the United States, effectively closing our southern borders, he said in a post on Truth Social. Now, whatever conversation they had, she's trying to say that, oh, no, I didn't say this. I said this. So coming from her, in our conversation with President Trump, I explained to him the comprehensive strategy that Mexico has followed to address the migration phenomenon, respecting human rights, she said on X. We reiterated the Mexico's position is not to close the borders, but instead build bridges between the government and people. And then she went around and did something where she signed an executive order from her thing. Okay, so now Claudia and they linking up. They like, oh, you want to tariff us here? Well, we about to tariff y'all there. Now, word on the streets is the people is like, y'all need us more than we need y'all. So we're going to let this thing smooth on out. We're going to trust the president and let him do his thing, y'all. We voted him there to do everything that he says he has done thus far. So with that being said, let me shut up. let's dive into the video just so we can get some more understanding of how the tariff situation works, y'all. I got a lot of people on here that can break it down to us and help us understand a little bit more. With that being said, let's start off with my boy Trump. Let's get it.
I had almost no inflation, and yet I charged hundreds of billions of dollars of tariffs to countries. And think of it, I had almost no inflation, and I took in $600 billion of money from other countries. And tariffs don't cause inflation, they cause success. They cause big success. So we're going to have great success. I had almost no inflation.
In his words.
And yet I charged.
Now, do y'all remember Trump in first term? Because, okay, I wasn't really rocking with him in his first term. Y'all already know that. Because I was one of the ones that was in that fake media news, sucking it all in and stuff. So I was believing everything they said. And again, I was like, why? Why are they against this one man? And that's what dived me into it. I tell this story all the time. So, but what I can say is I do remember prices being very, 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 very low, even gas and all of that. So I'm just glad I'm on the ride now. I'm glad I'm a part of this history now. It's never too late. All right, so boom, you heard them. It's inflation. It's a success. Okay, let them work. Watch them work. Now we're gonna get into it with my boy Brian Donalds, y'all. He is about to give us another breakdown of how this works. Okay, so let's get into it.
And this is a part of it. Well, I will tell you that the cost of the American people for rampant illegal immigration and for the illicit drug trade that has started with precursor materials in China to fentanyl being put together south of our border in Mexico and then trafficked into the United States, those costs have been significantly more damaging to the American people than this proposed possible trade war. At the end of the day, what President Trump is doing is that he wants China and Mexico and Canada to take our national security interests just as seriously as they take theirs. And when it comes to fentanyl, let's be very clear. The precursor material is from China. The tablets are assembled in Mexico. They come into the United States, and they are the #1 killer of Americans between the ages of 18 and 45. So Donald Trump told everybody on the campaign trail he's going to use every tool available to secure this nation, and this is a part of it.
Boom. Mic drop. Stop playing. Y'all, let's stop acting brand new like Trump wasn't saying all this stuff before he got in office now. Come on. So here go my boy on Truth Social. He stay on that Truth Social. Today, I have implemented a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada, 10% on Canadian energy, and 10% additional tariff on China. This was done through the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, because of the major threat of illegal aliens and deadly drugs killing our citizens because he believes in his people and his country, okay, including fentanyl. We need to protect Americans again, us again, all right, and it is my duty as president, yes, of the United States to ensure the safety of all. I made a promise on my campaign to stop the flood of illegal aliens and drugs from pouring across the borders, and Americans overwhelmingly voted in favor of it. I did. Y'all did. We did. Now, let's dive on up out of here, y'all. Okay? So that's coming straight from the president himself. Yeah. All right. And now we are going to dive into my boy Vance. And he's just letting you know that enough is a motherfucker enough. F around and find out. Let's dive into this video, y'all.
These tariffs will go into effect tomorrow.
Yep.
25% on Canada and Mexico, 10% on China. Are you expecting retaliation?
We'll see what happens, but I think, unfortunately, the retaliation has already happened. The problem with this whole idea that they're going to retaliate is they have already been taking advantage of America for decades. The retaliation is Donald Trump saying no more. We're not going to be taken advantage of anymore, and I think it's important the president is doing what he's doing. Now, look, it looks different ways and comes in different forms, whether you're talking about Canada or China or Mexico. We know that Mexico has allowed the facilitation of the illegal drug trade trade and illegal sex trafficking for years and has done nothing about it. If they want to be a better partner to us, the time starts now. We know the Chinese, of course, have stolen American manufacturing jobs for 30, 40 years, and also that they facilitated the trafficking of illegal fentanyl into Mexico, where the drug cartels then bring it into our country. We are sick of being taken advantage of. We still have, thank God, the biggest economy in the entire world, the best people and the best workers. But the message from President Trump to the entire world is very clear. We are done being taken advantage of, and we have a president who looks out for the interests of American citizens. Thank God we do, and we're going to try to do it the best we can.
That part. That motherfucking part. Okay? Stop playing with us. Enough is enough. In other words, we're sick of it. And that's why we got them in place. Because they know what they doing. Now, common sense, baby. We back. We are back and stronger than ever. Now, here go this bimbo. Let's hear what the bimbo got to say, y'all.
Is still committed. As we're in a critical moment. As President Trump stated yesterday, he is still committed to placing tariffs on Canada starting as early as tomorrow, possibly. Now, we don't know precisely what that could look like, but I do know two things. First, if the president does choose to implement any tariffs against Canada, we're ready with a response. A purposeful, forceful, but reasonable, immediate response. It's not what we want. But if he moves forward, we will also act.
Did.
As we're in a critical moment.
He moved forward.
As President Trump stated.
He moved forward, you bimbo fruity booty. Y'all know he was all part of the whole DEI programs and all that. He was all for it. And of course, he's not a big fan of Trump. So, of course, yeah, we're going to fight it. Well, go ahead, because he proceeded to go through with it. So, y'all do what y'all do, because at the end of the day, y'all going to be the 51st state of the United States of America. Boom. It's Trump. He definitely posted that on True Social. I'm cracking up. Yep. So go ahead and join the team. You can't beat us. Join us. All right. You'll be joining us soon. And y'all, I cannot end it no other way than with my girl, Carolyn Levitt. Let me tell y'all something about her. She is phenomenal. Unlike KJP with her whack bimbo A, Carolyn ain't finna play with y'all. She not finna let y'all talk to her any kind of way. She is not about to keep explaining herself after them asking her the question. She's giving the answer. She'll let you know, like, for the fourth time. Okay. In other words, common sense, common sense, common sense. If you ain't catch it the first time, the next 3 times that she explained it, if you ain't called it, find your common sense, baby. Find it. Because it's common sense. I love her, though, because she's straightforward. She gonna let you know she's answering the question. She's not hesitating. She ain't looking her head down. She's not closing that raggedy brown book that KJB had and walking off. She has a nice, delicate paper that she reads off of. More class upgrade, in other words. So we're gonna end it out with this, y'all. My girl, Carolyn. Americans who are concerned about increased prices should look at what President Trump did in his first term. He effectively implemented tariffs, and the average inflation rate during the first Trump administration was 1.9%. Let them work. Let them cook. Okay? Let them cook.
Gas pump in the grocery store.
Think Americans who
Can you guarantee that those tariffs won't increase prices for Americans, including at the gas pump in the grocery store?
think Americans who are concerned about increased prices should look at what President Trump did in his first term. He effectively implemented tariffs, and the average inflation rate during the first Trump administration was 1.9%. In fact, when President Trump left office, it was 1.4%. So President Trump is going to do everything he possibly can to cut the inflation crisis that the previous administration imposed on the American people, and he will continue to effectively utilize tariffs.
Can you guarantee that those tariffs won't increase prices for
There you have it. Make sure y'all tuning into Rapid Response, y'all. If y'all want to get the news straight to you, it's coming straight from Trump administration, and it's letting you know the truth of what exactly is going on versus that fake news that they be trying to feed y'all. So now that we have a better understanding of it, we now know that it's going to smooth out eventually. So let's continue to be doing what we've been adjusted to do since the Harris administration was in there and rose inflation and stuff. Everything is high right now, but eventually it's going to smooth itself on out. So chill. Okay? Chill. I hope y'all are able to just calm down, breathe in, breathe out. Okay? We're going to get there. Now, it's a disaster. Y'all, we knew it was going to be a disaster, okay? Because of everything leading up to Trump getting into the White House. It was so much stuff going on. So he has to come in and clean house. But when I tell y'all, Trump is not just cleaning house. Let me tell y'all something. Me being younger, you know how your parents tell you to go clean your room and stuff like that, and you got your little secret places where you throwing clothes and all kind of stuff up underneath the bed and the closet here, up here, all that. No, baby. My mom will come in there and say, if you're going to clean it right the first time, you're going to have to clean it. When I tell you, Trump administration, y'all, they going up underneath the bed, behind the headboards, behind the dressers, in the walls, everywhere to clean house, baby. They are not playing. Y'all, trust the process, okay? He got us. Chill. We going to be all right.